special thank you goes out to all of our parents. You helped us learn our lines, got our props organized, and our costumes prepared, and we really appreciate you all very much. At this time, please turn off your cell phones and get out your cameras and get ready for the amazing performance.
Our play is based on the traditional Cinderella fairy tale. Let's review that classic tale before we begin. Once upon a time, there lived a pretty girl named Cinderella, who was pretty much a servant for her stepmother and two stepsisters. With the help of a fairy godmother, she goes to the ball for one night to fall in love with the prince. Then at midnight, she has to go lose her shoe. And then the prince goes to find the owner's shoe, finds Cinderella, and they lived happily ever after.
And they lived happily ever after has been the popular fairy tale ending since fairy tales were first put into written form. Our play, however, is not a traditional fairy tale. It is written from a different point of view, so it's a twist on the Cinderella story. It answers the question, what if? For example, what if the big bad wolf became a teacher instead of pursuing a career as a bad wolf?
What if Jack's beanstalk was cut down to make room for a new shopping mall?
What if Smite became a chef and made delicious apple pies with apples from the enchanted forest? What if the Little Mermaid became an Olympic swimming coach?
And finally, what if Cinderella wants to pursue a different career for herself? Sit back, relax, and enjoy it, finding out what our Cinderella wants to do with her life.
Wait, one more thing before we begin. We have to tell them about the characters we had and where the different scenes take place. Good idea. Over here we have the TV news station, Fairy Tale News, FT News for short. This is Ruby Red and Pete Charming, and they are the news anchors that will help our twisted Cinderella tale.
That's right. Also, over here we have Cinderella's kitchen. Over here we have the ball. Over here is the stepsister's bedroom. And finally we have the shoe shop.
What? A shoe shop? What does that have to do with our Cinderella story? That's why we're performing a twist on the Cinderella tale. Well, let's get to the story and how a shoe shop would be part of the story.
Announcing Cinderella Outgrows, the last cipher performed by Mr. Tan's third grade class. Enjoy the show.
Hello and good evening. I am Ruby Red here with Pete Charming, and this is the special edition of the Fairy Tale News at the local FT news station. Top stories starts in a kitchen, but this is not an ordinary kitchen, is it, Pete?
That's right, Ruby. In most kitchens, many people from the family revolve in keeping it clean, setting the table, cooking the meals, and doing the dishes. However, in this house, only one person does all of this.
And more, this person is Cinderella. Let's go there and listen in.
Scene 1, Cinderella's kitchen.
Once upon a time, there was a young woman named Cinderella who lived with her stepmother and her two stepsisters, Butternut and Hazelnut. Both stepsisters and their mother treated Cinderella as if they were her maid. Every day, they forced her to scrub, polish, and clean and do whatever else they wanted her to do.
Despite this awful treatment, Cinderella worked cheerfully because in her heart she had a secret wish. More than anything in the world, she wanted to become a veterinarian. Ever since she was a young child, she had enjoyed taking care of animals.
So after she finished her chores each night, she would stay up late and mend the neighbor's shoes for money. She saved each penny so that someday she could afford to follow her dream. Little did she know however, that soon things are about to change forever.
Because one day she was sweeping and cleaning. Suddenly,
Who are you? Why, child, I'm your fairy godmother, and I'm here to get your greatest wish.
At last, Cinderella thought this was her chance to become a veterinarian.
Great, what I'd really like to become is a... Oh, I know, don't worry about a thing. I've taken care of everything. Tomorrow night you'll be going to the ball where you'll meet a handsome prince, fall madly in love, get married, have half a dozen kids, and live happily ever after. No, but I want... Oh, there's no need to thank me, dear. I'm just doing my job. I have to be off now. There's a prince who's having a hard time waking up to you. I'll take care of everything and check in on you later.
and so the fairy godmother left Cinderella to sweep, clean, and think about many things.
What is this? A twist to the classic Cinderella tale? Ruby, what do you make of this? Well, Pete, it looks like this young lady has some different dreams for her future. Her career seems to be a defiant priority. Well, what about young love? Well, let's get back to the story to see if the lady changes her mind when she meets a handsome prince. It shall be interesting because the next scene involves her stepsisters. Maybe there will be some competition for the handsome prince. Back to scene 2.
Stepsister's bedroom.
After spending the night in deep thought, Cinderella had a great way of getting out going to the ball so she can continue her own dream. First, she went to her oldest stepsister's Hazelnut's bedroom.
Hazelnut, it's time to wake up. Huh? You? Go away. Say, Hazelnut, I was thinking, how do you make the great fairy godmother to help me catch the handsome prince at the ball tonight? Me? You think I need a fairy godmother? Why? I want to take one look at this beautiful face, felt instant love. I didn't need any help. Now go give me my open breakfast.
But Cinderella wasn't about to give up that easily. Next, she tried her other stepsister, Butternut.
Butternut, it's time to wake up. See, Butternut, I was thinking, wouldn't a fairy godmother be just the thing for the ball tonight? No, why would I need a fairy godmother? Everyone knows I'm the most beautiful woman in the kingdom. Silly girl, he's spending too much time in the cinders can not run along, make me welcome. Darn!
Hello, dear. How are you?
Now what? Who are you?
Oh, your fairy godmother sent me. Poor dear has a dreadful cold. I'm on one of the substitute fairies on duty tonight. But don't worry. She told me what you want. I'm on a tight schedule now, dear, so hurry. It's off you go to start getting ready for the ball. I already have your footmen ready. Oscar Jeeves. Get up. I keep telling you, you're not dogs and we're your footman for the coach tonight. Woof, woof, woof.
Are you sure you're up to this?
Come on.
The plot thickens. It sure seems that Cinderella isn't very interested in the ball. I wonder if she'll like the new outfit the fairy godmother will pick out for her. it'll be just enough to get the prince to notice her. Let's check out scene 3 that takes place at the ball.
Scene 3, the ball.
And so came the big day of the ball. All of the women from the kingdom arrived wearing their finest clothes to impress the prince. And the fairy godmother created a beautiful new outfit for Cinderella along with a stunning pair of glass slippers.
But Cinderella refused to wear the glass slippers, choosing instead a pair she made herself using leather straps saved from her customers. If she had to go to the ball, she decided that she had to at least wear comfortable shoes.
Goodbye, dear. Good time. I'll see you again next. No, Bubba, I don't want to. Oh, hello. On scene, Miss. Miserable. Miserable.
Hey, that feels awfully familiar. You know, you're right. Beautiful. What? Incredible. What? Miss Arabelle, I must say.
Oh gosh, man, I already got her on.
No, wait, no.
But it was too late. Cinderella was well on her way home, guided by her two trusty footmen, Oscar and Jeeves.
Woof. Woof, woof.
Now we're talking. It sounds like the real Cinderella story again. Leaving at midnight, losing a shoe. I wonder if they'll end up having true love and living happily ever after. Ruby, do you have any thoughts on this situation?
I sure do, Pete. First off, she already knows the guy because she just met him at the ball. And also, what about her career? Her career seems to be a defiant priority. And
Well, I'm a believer in love at first sight. I guess I'll have to listen to the last scene to see how this twisted Cinderella tale turns out.
Cinderella's kitchen.
A few days passed after the ball, and Cinderella's life was back to normal. She often thought of her narrow miss with the prince, and was glad to be working on her dream of becoming a vet.
Then one day, as Cinderella was sleeping and dreaming, who should appear but...
Oh, great. Don't tell me you're a fairy godmother. Well, yes, I've been sent by the head office. The other two fairies refuse to come back.
Look, lady, I never wanted to go to the ball. I
Don't like dressing up, and I never asked your agency to get involved in my life. And I'm too young to get married to a perfect surgeon, even if he is a prince. But, well, you're lucky I returned you to tell me right here. I can see no one at the agency who wants to work here. I quit. No bother, dear. She's this last class. We're just doing a poison apple.
No thanks. At last I have found you.
Can this day get any worse?
You didn't let me finish what I was saying at the ball. I've been searching for you for weeks. I've never seen a more beautiful pair of comfortable shoes.
Huh?
Your shoes, they look so comfortable. You don't know how long I've searched for a decent pair of shoes. You wouldn't believe the horrible shoes the rose shoesmith makes. All those diamonds and stuff. Yuck, I hear you're quite the shoemaker. I must have a pair. Please obey anything.
Now that's a simple thing I've heard in a long time. Get up. Let me show you my shoe shop.
A week later, Cinderella delivered a brand new pair of shoes to the prince. After seeing them, the king and queen decided they wanted a pair too. Within a month, Cinderella had enough money to leave home and go to a vet school where she passed with flying colors. And as for her fairy godmothers,
Her first fairy godmother never returned to the agency. Instead, she joined the local Tooth Fairy Union and has been happily collecting teeth ever since.
the second fairy godmother was called upon Hazelnut and Butternut to find them princes. It turned out to be a two-fairy job, and the third fairy godmother was called in for retirement to help. Both girls eventually found husbands who cooked and cleaned for them while they sat around looking through magazines. And as I say,
Everyone lived happily ever after.
Well, even though she didn't end up with Prince, it sure sounds like a happy ending to me, Pete.
I guess I have to agree. We have to move on to our next story. It's breaking news from the local forest. It seems that Jack's beanstalk, which made history just a few years ago, is scheduled to be chopped down to make room for a new shopping mall.
Things are sprouting out fast over here, that is true, Pete. Also, to come in the next half hour, the land's most wanted burglary suspect, Goldilocks.
Good night and happily ever after.
I'd like to next introduce the characters of our play today. We will start with our behind-the-scenes people. Annika was our props person today. And also behind the scenes, we had our sound effects person, Michael. Next, I'd like to tell you about our narrators and partygoers who had two parts. Carson, come on up. We also had Frankie and Paige. Next, our narrators during this story, we'll start with Clayton and Maggie. Then we have our partygoers, and they were also sign walkers, starting with Acacia. And Jonah. Our butler was Tyler. Our two dogs, starting with Oscar, was Anthony. And Jeeves was Dalton. Then we have our three fairy godmothers, starting with Destiny and Grace. And then we had Haley. And then our two stepsisters, starting with Butternut, played by Naya. Hazelnut, played by Chelsea. And our news desk people, starting with Ruby Red, played by Alyssa. And Pete Charming, played by Jackson. Our prince was played by Hayden. And last but not least, our Cinderella was played by Amalia. Now if we can have our two lines fanned backwards a little bit, we'll take a final bow. Okay. Great job. Thank you for enjoying our show today. They worked really hard and we are proud of Miss Kansas's class. Congratulations.